Another UK university admissions clinic. I still get confused with Feedback Friday and clinics. Anyway, how are you guys? I hope you're well. I don't know if you've realized, but in the UK, we're actually in the middle of another heat wave, which we're not used to. Definitely, I'm not used to the hot weather. I don't know about you guys. In the UK, we don't have air cons and things like that, so when the heat wave hits us, it affects all of us. But anyway, how are you guys doing? I'm just waiting for Instagram to let everybody know that you're all here. So I'll just start to say hello to everybody. So we've got Halle Berry's Fresh. We have UK Aiki. We have Mishadi. Hello. We have Brown Baby 2, Tifal Ahmed. He's a colleague of mine. Hello, Brown Baby. Right. Hello. Right. So basically, as I've said in the story today, if you have any questions, all you need to do is to press the invitation button, and I'm more than happy to answer your questions live. That's what this is for. It's not for me to keep showing my face. I don't want that. Okay, I need you to come on board. I don't know which button it is. Which button is it? One of these where you just press it, and then if you want to come live, just come live. I have no problems with that. I can answer your questions directly if you have any right now. Hi, Precious. Right, so basically, so today's clinic is basically about nursing and public health. Okay, now I'm getting a lot of inquiries with regards to those particular courses, and there's a bit of a confusion, so I need to clear that up. Firstly, there are 3 ways to actually practice nursing in the UK. So it depends in which stage you are in your life. So for example, if you've just completed your WIAC or NECO, okay, and you've done it in the last 5 years, then you can actually apply for International Year in Nursing at Dundee University. I'll be able to help you with that. I'm an authorised partner for the International Year programme. Not a problem, just DM me direct, I'll be able to help you out. So basically how the International Year works is that, like I said, you've got to make sure you've done it within the last 5 years. So if you've got friends and family who've done that, they can do nursing. There's different branches of nursing which you can do, but basically you can do bachelor's in nursing in the UK from a WIAC or a NECO, as long as you've completed it within the last 5 years. Okay, that's point number 1. So how it works is that the first year, international year, is you complete that, and after that you go straight on to the bachelor's of the nursing degree in the UK. So you'll have a total of a 4-year visa, and the CAS is for the whole period, and that's it really. Okay, so if you have any friends and family who who've done a WIAC or NECO and they have a passion for nursing as a bachelor's course, then that's that. So that's one group of students. Now, if you are not a registered nurse but you aspire to be one, so for example, you're a graduate or you've done an HND and you aspire to become a nurse, we do have another degree at Dundee University where it's a 4 or 3-year course, a master's degree, but it's actually pre-registered. No, not 4, it's a 3-year. Sorry, I have to be correct. It's a 3-year pre-registration master's degree because you're already a graduate, so you don't need to do a bachelor's again. So it will be a master's course, but it's actually a pre-registration nursing course. Again, it's at Dundee University. If you wish to do that, let me know. Depending on your qualification, you may need to do a pre-master's, but contact me if that helps you. For those of you who are graduates but are not a nurse, there is a pathway at Dundee University where I can help you. Okay, so let me know what you think. I need someone to come and ask me questions. Right, ask questions. Don't just wave. Don't wave. Just ask questions. Right, I love the waves, but ask questions. Right, now, so that's that. The last point is, so for example, if you are a registered nurse, this is really good news. If you are in parts of Africa where you're about to graduate or you're about to get registration, I don't know if some of you know, does it take a long time to actually get the registration after you've done the course? If you're a nurse, if you could let me know, that'd be great. But basically, Dundee University are very accommodating. They said they're willing to give an admission for registered nurses to do an MSc in nursing and health. Okay. Also, Precious Gold for HND, the nursing pathway of 3 years. Oh, tuition fees, how much yearly for HND? Okay, that's a good question. The nursing pathway, right? So for Precious, good question. So basically, if you've done a HND, you can't go into direct onto the pre-registration master's degree because you've done a HND. So you need to do pathway, you need to pre-masters first, which will be in June. Okay, that will be in June. I believe the pre-masters, I should have given my prices here. The pre-masters itself is around, actually I'll just DM me, I'll tell you what the prices are. But yeah, if you're a HND and you want to go into nursing, what you need to do is you need to do pre-masters in June. And then as soon as September hits, then you go straight onto the pre-registration master's degree, which is for 3 years. So you have a CAS for the whole period. Also, if you wish, if you have, you can bring your dependents for that particular course. Okay? Because it's a master's course and a pre-master's, any of those kind of combinations, you can bring family if you wish. Tuition fees monthly, Precious, if you could DM me direct, I'll let you know exactly how much it is. I can give you a breakdown, not a problem. Okay? Right, these are all my students. I know these students. Right, okay, right, so that's that. Now, what I was saying was that people who are registered already internationally from around the world, so let's say, for example, I've dealt with some students who are Nigerian and who are registered nurses, we have something special for you guys. So basically what it is that I believe in Nigeria, I'm just going to talk about Nigeria, but I'm sure it applies for many, many other countries, you have the NMC, so the Nursing Council, that's where you get registered. In the UK, it's the same acronym. It is also called the NMC. So through UK Brand Education, what you can do is initially you can do a pre-masters in June, followed by the masters in September. Okay, so you can do that. So if you've had a bit of a gap, you want to brush up your academic skills a bit more, refresh some of the modules that you've done, you can do that with the pre-masters. Another reason why you could do pre-masters is because you're coming earlier, you've got the earning potential as well. So yeah, so for the pre-masters in nursing, it will be in June to September. And then what you do in September is you would do not a pre-registration course because you've already done that. I'm talking about registered nurses. You'd be doing an MSc in nursing and health. And in that, after you've completed that, you can do the NMC in the UK. Okay, so you've got the exams, you've got the OSCE you've got to do, and then you've got the exams that you've got to do online. So you can do all that while you're here. So as soon as you finish, you can do your NMC, and then you qualify, and then you move on in practice for the NHS. So let me know what you think. Again, you can bring friends and family for that as well. Yes. Yeah, oh, you're asking your mom. Yes, so in the UK, we have the NMC as well in the UK. So yes, you can do that. So Precious Gold said also for registered nurses after the MMC, can you? Yes, you can. You're asking mom. Okay, that's sweet. Can I major for second masters? Yes, yeah. Creature Ila, do you know what? I'm so glad you've said that because I am a master's student myself. For example, if you want to do another master's, I would welcome that. Okay, especially if you want a career change. And that's where creature.ila, if you could let me know what your first degree is, you are welcome to come to the UK for a second master's. I didn't want to talk about that, but I'll talk about it since you asked me now. Now, just words of warning, you can apply for a second master's. I've had many students who've actually done that. Just make sure one thing. I know it's a bit obvious, but I've got to say this. Make sure it's not the same degree that you want to study in the UK because that's a big no-no. Okay, you will not get a visa if you want to apply for the same master's that you've done previously. It's obvious, but I have to say it to you just so that you save you from embarrassment. Okay, if you do something similar or you want to extend your knowledge from your previous masters, that's good. You know, kudos to you. But make sure, my friends, make sure that the first master's does not match more than 50% than your future masters. So make sure the modules don't match more than 50%, if you know what I mean. For example, some people might say, I want to do an MBA, and before I did a master's in marketing, for example. So you've got to make sure that the MBA modules and the marketing modules are not, exactly the same. You've got to make sure that they don't match, at least don't make it match up to 50% at least, because then what's the point? The person who's doing your admissions and the visa officer, they'll think, why does this one person repeat the knowledge again? Do you see my point? Just let me know if that makes sense, Creature. But yes, I would welcome you to do a second master's. Do you know what? Such a clever person. Second master is good because it shows that you've done a master's before. Now, for pre-masters, my friends, you need to have a gap of maximum 7 years. for the nursing course. Okay, it's not my rules. It is an academic decision by the faculty that for the pre-masters, you need to have a study gap of a maximum 7 years. So if you've got that, then you're okay. I'll be more than happy to help you. Okay, let me know what you think. Right, any more questions? No more questions. Right, so that's the nursing. So I've talked about if you're WIAC or NECO person, what to do, international year. If you are not a registered nurse and you aspire to be one, you can do, there is a pre-registration course, which is for a 3-year degree, 3-year course. You can do that. Now, all of these need IELTS, okay? I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's just to keep everybody on the same level field. I know you're all going to say, oh man, why do I have to do IELTS? I understand. I know how you feel about that. But there are certain degrees, my friends, which does require IELTS. That includes dentistry, medicine, nursing, and social work. It doesn't matter what your nationality is, where you are in the world. In the UK, we want everybody to be on the same level field in terms of your level of English. That's why the pre-masters is in June. So you have the time. If you wish to have more resources about IELTS, I have actually done a video with, a live with an IELTS examiner, and she gave lots of tips and tricks and websites, free websites for you to practice. If you want that, I'll try to link it inside my caption so that if you need help with the IELTS, all the websites are there. It's really good for you. Now, so that's nursing. Any questions so far about nursing before I move on to public health? Does anyone want to come live? Nobody wants to come live. Okay, that's okay. Okay. Hello, Toyin. Hello, Kojojo. We've got Femi. These people sound very familiar to me. Oh, we've got one question. Olamide Slim. I have a younger sister with 3 years experience in nursing. Please, what advice can you give for her to further with a BSc? 3 years experience of nursing. Definitely. Younger sister, it depends what she did in her previous, what she's been doing up to now. It says a tap a question to answer. Everyone watching will see it on screen. Okay, so it says, I have a younger sister with 3 years experience. Please, what advice would you give for her to further the BSc? Right. International, it looks like it depends on when she did her WIAC or NECO. If she's done it within the last 5 years, if you could kindly DM me direct, I'll be more than happy to guide you for an international year in nursing, and then from there you do the bachelor's. Okay, so the NECO and WIAC, because it's not the same as A-levels in the UK, for example, you need to do an international year. Okay, could you kindly make sure you contact me sooner rather than later, because for that particular course there's only 2 more intakes, either January or April, and that's it. Okay, I don't know if it's in April, it could be September, but DM me direct, then I'll give you more information. And yes, you will need IELTS, but that's what I'd recommend. I hope that she's done WIAC within the last 5 years or NECO. Right, that's a good question actually. Can I major? I've done that question. Or do you have any more questions about nursing? Okay, all right, Olamide. Right, next point is public health. It's a very popular subject, especially due to the pandemic. We want to really make sure we don't have another pandemic like we've had previously. Now, what I can offer you, my friends, is this. There is an MSc at Dundee University called Infection Prevention Control. Okay, Infection Prevention Control. It's an MSc. If you haven't done anything related to global health or anything about public health, but you want to change your career into that, again, you can do a pre-masters, which starts in June. You do the pre-masters from June to September, and then from September you do that masters. Okay, it's a 12-month course. From there, you can work in any sector regards to public health. So that word public health isn't actually in the degree. The degree itself, you can Google this if you want, it's called Infection Prevention Control. Okay, and from there, it's a bouncing, it's like a, not bouncing, what am I saying? It's a ground where you can move on to doing anything related to public health. Let me know if you like that, but you need to do pre-masters first, and then you can go on to that. Okay. Okay, the eligibility or the requirement for that particular course is you've got to make sure you can show that you have either health or social care related experience. Okay, they can't just randomly give you an admission. You need to be able to show that you have some experience. We can talk about what kind of experience would count for that, not a problem. But yeah, that can be done. So global health is a huge demand for that. I'm more than happy to assist you with that. Pre-masters starts in June, finishes in September, and then you start your masters. And again, you can bring your whole family. It's a joint CAS, so you can bring your dependents and your children if you wish. Right, if you don't have any questions, I'm melting. My makeup's melting today. It's so warm. I think next year we'll have to have aircon or something. Is there any more questions? If not, I'm going to disappear. I'll probably get an ice cream or something. Anybody? How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Just say hi. Somebody. Okay, not a problem. Right, so basically I just want to say, exciting news. I have a very famous Nigerian nurse blogger who will be my guest on Friday, all the way from Nigeria. She's going to talk about what it's like. We're going on, can you see I'm going on with the theme of nursing? So she's going to talk more about nursing in Nigeria and what are the options, study options with regards to nursing. So what I've just told you today, if you wish, I can do like a PowerPointy kind of thing and actually go through each one bit by bit, dissect it in order for you to understand it more. Right, Kojojo said that prevention infection master, how much does it cost? Okay, right, the pre-masters, I need to tell you how much it costs, but the masters itself is at Dundee, Kojojo, basically you have a Vice Chancellor African Scholarship, which is running for September and for January. Hopefully, inshallah, I'm hoping that they'll carry on with that. If they do, Dundee, I don't know if you know about Dundee, it is a world ranking university. So I don't know if you guys know this, but the more higher the ranking, the fees are a bit higher. Okay, so can you see my makeup's actually melting? Yeah, it is. I need to sort this out. Okay, right. So basically what it is so the fees are like that. So the fee is actually £20,000, but with this Vice Chancellor African Scholarship, it's an automatic scholarship of £5,000. So that reduces it to £15,000. Now, Kojojo, before you have second thoughts about this, let me just say, at the moment, in my knowledge, I only know 2 universities that do a really good payment plan, and one of them is Dundee. Okay, their payment plan is this. Pre-masters, you have to pay upfront. Okay, that you have to pay up from before you apply for the visa. But the masters, Kojojo, you have to pay 50% of the fee at enrollment in September, not before. You don't pay all of it together. I wouldn't like you to do that either. So you pay 50% of the master's fee. So let's say £7,500, half of 15, right? And then the other 50%, which is the other £7,500, you have to pay in 7 installments starting from mid-October. So they give you a bit of a breather for 1.5 months to get your life sorted. Okay, it's a very student-friendly. You can look around as well, not a problem. But there are not many universities that actually do that kind of installment plan. Another university which I work for, they know. So I can say this. It's okay. De Montfort University, I'm also an authorized partner for. They used to have that payment plan, but now it's gone back to 50% and the rest of the remaining fee in 2 installments. Okay, so that's why a lot of students, they've been asking me, is that the case? That is the case. It's actually on their website. So you have to really plan this out. So Dundee, I've been there several times. You can have a look at my stories and my highlights. Dundee University, they do have an open day coming up. If you want me to go there, tell me, Afsana, I want to see the nurses, the nurse teachers, the lecturers. I want to see a Nigerian student who's actually been through that. I'm actually in talks with Dundee, with the nursing department, and the infection prevention, infection control masters people, to actually do a live with them so that you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. If you want to do that, let me know. But that's how much it is. So you've got the payment plan and you've got the 50%, but you don't pay it now, you pay it in September, not now. Okay, they only have 1 intake. Any other questions, guys? We have an engineer here and he just follows me, but he doesn't want to do engineering in the UK. Engineer, you know who I'm talking about. And is it angry young 86? He's an engineer, I think. Right, okay, I think we're done here. Any more questions? I'll give you just a few more seconds if you have any questions. Seriously, my makeup is melting today. It's so hot. For you guys, you might be able to adjust. In the UK today, we're in our mid-30s in the UK. It's quite warm. We have another question. Margie cakes. Oh, lovely. I love the cakes. Is it possible to get PGWP after school? Postgraduate working permit after school. Postgraduate work permit. Okay. Margie, I think you're Margie Cakes, right? Postgraduate work permit. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to say, I think I know what you're trying to say. After graduation, my friends, what it is that you get a 2-year, you can stay in the UK for a further 2 years, and this is known as the graduate route. Okay, so if that's what you mean by work permit, in the olden days we used to call it the work permit, but whether you're a bachelor or whether you're a master's, whether you're bachelor's, completed bachelor's or you completed master's, either way, you can stay in the UK for a further 2 years. And that's called the graduate route. Okay, so you can stay in the UK for 2 years, but remember during class time you are allowed to work 20 hours a week, class term time. When it's the holiday, you can go crazy and work full time. So Margie Cakes, I hope that was helpful. Any more questions? Do you know what? While the policy is in place, if you have the means, yeah, yeah, it is melting. Right, while the policy is in place, I would highly recommend to come to the UK while the policy is in place. Policies could change tomorrow. We don't know about politics. But if you do have the means, I'm really asking you, if you have the means, I know it's easy for me to say, but see if you can come, because you know how the situation is internationally. You know what I'm talking about. Instability in parts of the world. So it is best if you can come, now is a good time. I've given you the prices. I don't shy away from prices because I would really like to be honest with you so that you can make your decision from there, because you have to be 101% happy. I know, Natty John. Right, okay. Can I come in with a European resident permit to the UK? Okay, Shago Cash. Right, okay, so basically, before I get Natty John, so basically it says, can I come in with a European? Right, but due to Brexit, Shago Cash, I believe that we are going to have to, you'll be treated like an international student, so you can come to the UK. Now you're asking me an immigration question, so what I'd like you to do, Shago Cash, is if you DM me, I'm not an immigration specialist, but I'm more than happy to give you a web link for immigration advisors that give advice with regards to your question. It's an immigration question. Just DM me directly and we'll take it from there. Oh, he's gone. Right, okay, I believe that we're done for the day. If you, like I said, if you've got any questions, it is the weekend. I've got family coming tomorrow. I've got another barbecue to go to. I will eventually get to your messages. You know how it is on the weekends, but Monday to Friday I'm here anyway. Every Saturday I'm here, as you know, live, and it's really great that you're here. I really appreciate that. I hope you have a lovely week. I'll be sending more and more relevant content for you. Like I said, I will actually, oh, we've got Natty John. Let's see if he would like to come live. We've got one person who wants to come live. Let's give him a chance. Right, Natty John, do you want to just press the button? I think you need to press something. Oh, there he is. Hello, Natty John, are you there? Or actually, it's John, isn't it? John, are you there? Hello.
Hello.
Hi, John, you okay?
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How can I help you? Do you have any questions about studying in the UK?
Yeah, network is bad.
Okay, what's your question? Internet's playing up. Right, okay. We have another question while we get him. How much do you think I need to study postgraduate diploma, PGD? Okay, he's gone. Right, so basically, someone asked me about how much do you think I need to study postgraduate diploma? Do you know what? Cakes, why diploma? Go for a degree. Just go for a degree. So basically what it is that I mainly deal with pre-masters followed by masters. Okay, so what it is that pre-masters, okay, so if you're a HND student, your next intake is January or April. If you're a graduate, your next intake is April. Okay, if you're a HND, you have to be here for 2 terms. If you're a degree graduate, you're only here for 1 term. It's because the HND and the degree, the academics, the academic ability is different. Not ability, the level, qualification level are different. So it's an academic decision again. They need to be here for 2 terms, whereas graduates only need to be here for 1 term. Pre-masters starts as little as £10,000. It depends on whether you're a graduate or a HND student. I can give you the prices by DM, not a problem. From £10,000 all the way to Dundee, it's £15,000, depending on what you want to study. Okay, in the bank, you need to have about £25,000. Okay, in Naira, work it out. Just Google it because it varies. The Naira rate changes. Master is fine. I have second class law degree. Fantastic. Get in touch. Get in touch, Margie. We'll go through this together. Okay, let's see. Shago Cash. Oh, we have one more person who wants to join me. Okay, Shago Cash, are you ready? I thought I was supposed to go. Right, you're all a bit brave today. That's good. Right, Shago Cash. Is this Shajo or Shago? Right. Shago Cash is not there. Okay, right. I'm going to go now because seriously, I don't know if you can tell. My makeup's melting now, so I'm going to go. I wish the very best for the rest of the week. Have a productive week. Stay hydrated. Like I said, next Friday I will be having a live with a Nigerian nurse blogger. She's very famous. I'm sure you'll know her when you see her. And we'll be talking about nursing generally in Nigeria and comparing it to the UK and other studying options. What I've said today, I'll be saying it in more depth on Friday. Stay tuned for that. Until next time, my friends, if you need a UK university admission, DM me direct. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.